The autonomy tradition is the tradition which can explain all the attempts that have been made in history for people to become self-governed or self-managed, if you like. To become free in the sense that people themselves set their own laws rather than some hierarchies at the top. The heteronomy tradition is the tradition which unfortunately was dominant in history, in the sense that this was the tradition that determined most of human history, and the various forms of heteronomous societies are well known. We started with slave societies, then we moved to feudal societies, then we moved to monarchies, to parliamentary democracies or representative democracies, which are also heteronomous societies, in the sense that there are political elites again that take decisions, although they try to give the impression that it is we, the people, who take the decisions. And then military dictatorships of various sorts and so on. So all these forms of social organization are in fact heteronomous forms of social organization, in the sense that it is not the people themselves that take the important decisions affecting their own lives, the political decisions, the economic decisions, the social decisions, and so on. But at the same time, everybody, the casual observer of history, will see that there are also continuous and very frequent outbursts of what we call the autonomy tradition. Starting from the classical democracy in the 5th century BC, when people tried to organize themselves in a democratic way, despite the shortcomings and so on of classical democracy, but still people at that time tried to organize a form of social organization of which the people themselves would take directly, in general assemblies and so on, directly the decisions affecting their own lives. And this tradition continued later on in the medieval times with the free cities, and then after the Renaissance and so on, we had a continuous movement in this direction. In every major revolutionary movement or movement of insurrection, you will see the same trends being repeated again and again, starting with the French Revolution and the sections and the assemblies of the people taking decisions directly, then continuing with the Paris Commune, then with the Soviets before they were monopolized by the party, and of course the major outburst of the autonomy tradition in the Spanish Revolution, and it continued even after the Second World War with the Hungarian Workers' Councils, and then with the May '68 in Western Europe and in the States, until finally even up to 2000 with the Argentinian insurrection. In all these cases, you will see that people are trying to organize in general assemblies, try to take decisions directly, workers organizing workers' councils, farmers organizing collectives, and so on. So it's obvious that the whole of history could be easily explained in terms of the conflict between these two major traditions, the autonomy and heteronomy tradition. And that's why I said at the beginning that we had to make an axiomatic choice. That is, you cannot prove that the autonomy tradition is somehow scientifically the correct one. You have to choose and say that I want to be free. Freedom means autonomy, therefore